You all must have heard about the news that a 26-year-old young woman working in EY committed suicide because of work pressure. Recently, I heard a news from a public sector bank also. And also, I heard this news from multiple places. We have been hearing about it from students. Kota, Rajasthan is one place where a lot of news like this come. And now even adults, mature people who are working in the prime age, they are also committing these kind of acts. What is the reason behind that? And is it a solution or a beginning of a problem? Hello, everyone. My name is Shobit Singhal, and I'm in a conversation with corporate navigation expert Amrit Palkar. Amrit, ma'am, thank you so much for joining us today. So, what are your thoughts on this, epidemic which is going on in the world about the work pressure, and now it has reached out to suicide levels? What are your thoughts on this?
Hi, Shobh. Thank you so much for this conversation. And this is something very challenging time for us that we are not understanding the root cause of this problem. Number one is that we are not focusing on our skill development. We are only looking forward to the job. We are not working towards our career. So I was going through one book where it clearly mentioned that if you are investing in your job, you are not reaching anywhere. But if you are, investing in yourself, and when we are investing in ourselves, we have the open mind to understand what we are looking for and what exactly we are going to deliver within our life. Why suicide? The basic reason is that we are not understanding our needs. We are only focused on our desires. So this is something very awkward. But a mature person, 30 years, 40 years person, he's not clear and he's creating a problem for his family who are left, without any choice but to suffer.
Yes, I completely agree because people who take their decisions, I understand their mental state. I can agree with that, and I can empathize with that because I have been in this situation, ma'am. I've worked for 7 years in corporate world, and I worked with different, famous ed tech companies, which I don't need to name. People will already know them, but I worked in all these situations. But even those thoughts never came to my mind because my father and my sister was there, and I keep imagining what will happen to them if I take something a step like this. So why these young people are not able to think up beyond their own self? Why they are not able to find a solution, instead just run away from this problem? Why do you think? What is the baseline problem behind that? What is your take on this, ma'am?
So my take is very clear. I am not just a corporate navigator. I am also a career counselor, and I counsel
Hmm.
kids from eighth
Hmm.
standard, and even I am into giving the biometric assessment for learning abilities of the child with 2 years
Hmm.
plus. What happens is we only go and push our children. You take science,
Hmm.
take commerce. If you are in
Yeah.
humanities, okay, you are good for nothing.
Yes.
People do not understand that every kid or every mature person, they have their own personality, their own interest, their own aptitude, and based on that one should take their career paths. It is not job that you are looking for. I did MBA from a very substandard institute. There is no rating. Your resume is only having MBA, but it is not having any worth. And you think, okay, I've done MBA and I
Hmm.
should, command this much of money. That doesn't happen. And if
Yeah.
you are not cut out for that, for example, it is marketing and sales. It is very cutthroat, profile. If you don't
Hmm.
have that kind of flair, you might not be, successful there. And you are creating problem for yourself as well as your family. So first and foremost thing is, as a parent, it is our duty not to
Hmm.
force our kids to
Hmm.
go through any specific competitive things where there is so much
Hmm.
of competition, but there are other areas also where there is no competition and you can really earn well. So what is
Hmm.
the focus of life? Earning well and having a good life, or just being a doctor or a CA? Choice is ours.
Hmm. I think it goes back to the basic problem that was highlighted in the mainstream discussion through Three Idiots. That
Yes,
the subject choices, the career choices that defines your life in long term. And people who
absolutely.
are doing it, still people are doing CA, people are doing into engineering, medicine. They all are they become so competitive at the end of the day that they cannot run away from that kind of wealth, what that kind of CTCs. But and EY is a, it's a huge company. It's a big four company. EY, KPMG, Deloitte, all these big companies, banks also. The packages are in like nothing thousands is not even appealing to people these days. It's only lakhs. How much lakhs I'm getting, but it all comes at a cost, and people are not able to make some real impact in the world what they really want to. They are just run behind this money game, and this career game. I completely agree. It starts with parents actually. It starts with parents, and because parents are not also thinking about their kids, they're also thinking about mera bachcha CA karega, my child will do this and that. They're pushing towards it, and once these guys do it, once the children do it, then they're not thinking about the parents, because they
Yeah.
have gone to this level. Now they have become so too capitalist in their mind. They have become too money minded in their mind, that I can do anything for money. As long as the CTC is right, I can do anything. In fact, just 2 months ago, I got an offer of 4.5 lakhs per month in Dubai. And the kind of work that I was, it was a sales job, but I knew that I will be ditching my community. I will be ditching my passion, the Transformers Hub that I have started. I will not be able to do the things that I really want to do. So it was a no-brainer decision for me that I don't want to do it, sir. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So even if, yesterday I was counseling a girl. She has done her master's and she did commerce honors and then did her master's in commerce itself. Now she's very confused after 1 year. I'm getting bored. Come on, yeah, you have already wasted 7 years of your life. Why didn't you go for career counseling? You should go. And then now she's doing career counseling now after, 7 years of wastage, money, time, energy, and believe me, I can clearly sense that she's in depression. Nowhere to go. And if she keeps on continuing that, and parents are saying, okay, you have done this much, why you are going back to basics? So I told her, you have to stand for yourself. If you are getting bored, if you are not getting, that kind of satisfaction from your job, it is the right time to switch. Otherwise, you will end up in depression.
And one more thing I want to add here, that just because you are earning, let's say 20 lakhs right now, it doesn't matter if you go back to 15 or 10. It's completely okay as long as the profile, as long as the work is okay. People think that if I'm taking less salary, I'm devaluing myself, or I'm getting back to basics which I don't deserve. That's not true. What you are doing is you're playing the long-term game. When I was working in a corporate where I was getting 10 lakhs, I switched back to 7 lakhs. From there, I started building my career, and now I'm the founder of a major education and consulting company. The point is, it is okay to step back and
Yes.
restart your life. It is not an insult to your career. Please let go of this self belief that, okay, if I'm earning less than what I'm earning right now, I'm actually devaluing myself. No, to all the professionals listening, it's okay to quit and start over with something that you really really enjoy, so that you can play the long term game, because this long term games requires emotions, and you need to be emotionally invested in the career. Otherwise you will get into that rat race, that loop, and you will take a extreme decision that kid
Yeah.
took. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely, absolutely. I would love to, this is a controversial topic over social media, but, I would love to quote this. Mr. Narayan Murthy clearly said,
Hmm.
youth should go for 70 hours a week, and there was a huge uproar. But
Hmm.
as per me, he was
Hmm.
absolutely right for the people
Hmm.
who choose to have a career, not looking for a job, and if you are interested in that, you will spend 70 hours a week. Shobit, you tell me, you are into this consulting business. How much time you spend? More than 70 hours a week is what you are spending.
I'm
Me also.
I'm always 24 hours into my
You are
business
into
only.
it because
Yes.
when you have a long-term goal, you will not think about, okay, I want to sleep, I want to rest, this, that. No, because the interest is there. You will go beyond and above for yourself, not for others. You are creating something which you love to do. And
Hmm.
that doesn't, go with 70 hours a week. I'm not saying that do job 70 hours a week, but if you are passionate about something, you will spend extra time. No doubt about it.
Yes, exactly. And I think the main reason why people, like, I also have to be in their shoes and empathize with them. Why they are hating this system so much? Because the system is highly micromanageable, ma'am. People are not letting people work that they want. If you tell me, Shobit, I'm your manager and I want to drink water from this glass, this is not the instruction that will come in the blueprint. What will come? So you will hold the glass at this angle. You will drink the water at 90 degree at the speed of 20 kilometers. Like the
Yeah,
problem is micromanagement,
Mike,
and
exactly. That
that's
is,
where that's where people lose out on their patience. That's where people, it's not about the work. I have always said, in fact, I'm 30 years old, ma'am, and I look at a 15-year-old, 16-year-old, they are more talented than me. When I go to colleges, these guys are so smart, they know exactly what to do. The problem is we, as managers who are 30, 40, 50, because they have been through a journey, they are not able to adapt to how they think. People who are Gen Zs, we call them Gen Zs, right? Teenagers or college students, they know exactly how to get things done. According to me, they're lazy, they don't want to work hard, but they're very smart. So if I tell a Gen Z guy, or if I tell a young 26-year-old professional who has done CA, get the job done, she will figure out a way to do job done. The problem is we're in such a habit of micromanaging things. This system is not going to change. I think it's better we find solutions for that in our own way.
yes, absolutely. I do agree. And this is our responsibility, when we are in a position to help people. That is the reason I came into career counseling. I really want to help people that, yes, there is a way out. Even if you are already in the corporate, there is a way out for career transition. You need help, take
Hmm.
help.
Exactly. Well, I think, Pam, this discussion is not so small. We will need to have a lot of discussions on this. So we will be having more discussions on this. Today, I think the core of the topic that we discussed is suicide is not a solution. It's the beginning of a problem for your soul, for your family, and most importantly, whoever you are leaving behind. They will
True.
never be happy. They will always be, you are actually giving them more pain by taking that decision. So everyone who's listening to me, suicide is not a solution. More importantly, if you just look at the world right now, it's very difficult world we are living in. Israel, Lebanon, so many things are happening. I don't want to get into politics, but is your life better than those guys or not? You
Yeah.
just Google Gaza Strip life conditions. Is your life better than those children who are suffering from these war victims? I can clearly tell you your life is much better. So you don't need to make this kind of decisions. And you do not even have to think about, suffering from these problems. Just quit, take a back seat and stay. And, you can restart your career in a new way. That's something which I would like to say.
Totally
Anyway,
agree.
so thank you, Amrit ma'am, for this amazing discussion. We'll have more discussions like this and we'll try to help our youth become better professionals and more importantly, better courageous human beings, not to take these kind of decisions.
Absolutely. I would love to. Thank you so much, Shobhit.
Thank you, ma'am.